Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I am going to go over a situation that this gentleman Aleph asked me on Twitter. And this was the question: do you think FTM will outperform Quant in the next run? And for one, that's more like a loaded question because nobody can answer that. And the thing is, this is completely what I want to let you guys know. How I look at the markets is a little bit different than your mega YouTubers that are out there in the cryptoverse right now. Because it's kind of if you pay attention to them, basically the whole idea is the 2017 18 bear market idea that Bitcoin is going, if Bitcoin goes down, everything must go down. And in a way, that's true. If Bitcoin is bearish, then a lot of other coins are bearish. Could it change? I hope so. There's one thing that I don't like about the cryptoverse is that, or cryptocurrency, it's too reliant on Bitcoin. So you're correct to make the assumption that if Bitcoin's going down, probably the rest of the cryptos are going down. That is more or less true to a point, except for Quant, right? If you go back and look at the 2018 bear market, actually went up for a period of time. And Chainlink is another good example too. Back in 2018, I think it was, where Chainlink was able to go up, I think 100% or 200%, do a correction, and then start going back up again. So it's not 100% true. Now, the other thing is too, if you're in this market, I'm going to assume if you're listening to my videos, my YouTube videos, and paying attention to me on Twitter, you are a hardcore crypto person. So you're willing to probably take a little bit more risk, obviously, and go into some coins that that possibly could be going up while Bitcoin is going down. And that's case in point is that you have coins like an example, Caspa. I can't remember. Energy Web Token. Caspa is just like doing a moonshot. That thing is just going nuts right now. Energy Web Token is another one. So for those that believe that Bitcoin is going down, all the other coins are going down, they're not being very smart about that. They're not doing the research. They're not looking into it. That's just simply is not true right now. So are there a little bit of changes going on in the cryptoverse? Or could be. Is it all going to come together like all the mega YouTubers are talking about, and Bitcoin's going to go down, and then the Bitcoin dominance is going to do a moonshot back up to 70%, and then everything's going to crumble? And it could, but just to make that assumption that it's going to happen is wrong. For people that are taking that look at that in their crypto space, they've missed out on gains. And if they're not going into the cryptoverse and checking out some other tokens and maybe doing some smaller trades and things like that, they're not getting themselves prepared for the next wave run. Because if you're in this right now and you are getting into some coins, whether you're making some losses here or there and maybe some gains here and there, you will have a smoke show in the next bull market because it'll be a joke to you. It'll be so easy for you if you're navigating this market right now and you're doing just halfway decent and learning something at the same time on how markets really work. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example over here. What I'm going to do is, the assumption is that the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange, Dow Jones Industrial, and the S&P 500, they're all in a bearish sequence, and everybody's got their little trend line from the top of the S&P 500, and they're putting it down, and they're like, see, it's all negative. It's all going down. It's all going to zero, and it's a 2018 style crash. However, if you were in Elf Beauty right here since May of 22, you would have made gains of 185%. And it's still going. Look at pre-markets at 57, opening pre-markets is 57.09 for Elf Beauty. Okay. Another example I want to show you on the S&P 500 is, contrary to popular opinion, when the S&P 500 was right here and it did a dump all the way down to 685, there were some assets you could have been in that were actually already bullish. They were actually already going bullish. They were up. They're just so small. They're so small they didn't have any significant impact on the S&P 500 as an example, whatever index that they were in. So they were dumping and they were going up. Okay. So if, as an example, if you have a coin, so like maybe Quant or something like that, that is going up while Bitcoin is going down, and it's just an anomaly, it's not going to have an impact on the whole crypto market. If you're looking at the overall picture and holistically, you're like, oh, everything is going down, so everything else must be going down, which is a mistake. It's a mistake. So the guy asked me, Aleph, go back over here to Twitter, do you think FTM will outperform QNT in the next wave run? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because if you entered into QNT here at $50, you wrote it up to $200, you made a 4x already. In Phantom over here, you didn't make anything. Well, unless you wrote it here, which some people that followed my channel got in a Phantom at 20 cents, wrote it up to 30 cents. That was 50% gains. There's some guys right here, Big Daddy that follows me on Twitter. This guy is making boss moves. He got into FTM at 16 cents. And he wrote it up to 20 cents. That's 25%. It doesn't seem like that much, guys. That was already over 25% move already. So going back over here to Quant. All right. So the strategy is to find those assets, which is very difficult to do, to get into them before they pump, right? It can be difficult to do. And then you have a strategy where, okay, I have a bag of Quant, and it's over here. Quant's probably going to do another wave run. I still have a target for Quant to hit 300 plus, 350, 350 to 300 to 350 or something like that, I think is what it is. And it'll go over there. In the meantime, Phantom is just in consolidation mode. So you have a strategy where you have a lot more of your bag in this asset, and then you kind of position yourself over here in Phantom to get ready for Phantom's pump, because it's going to do it later. You see how that works? And you kind of just rotate it. You do with other coins, right? So like Flex did a pump. I told you, flexing in there, you don't put a whole bigger positions, and then you're going to have bigger positions in other coins. Like Quant, in my opinion, is a little bit, if you will, safer, more or less, you could say. I feel more comfortable. I'm a little bit more comfortable with putting more into a Quant than I am into a Flux, if you will. Right? Or I'm more comfortable putting maybe a little bit more into an FTM than possibly into an energy web token. I'm just saying as an example. I'm not saying one's better than the other right now. Okay. It just all depends on your risk tolerance and how big of bags that you want and the strategy you want to do right now. So since the June of 22, if you're looking at the crypto market following my channel, you're up in gains. While the other big YouTubers are over there going, oh, guys, we got to wait for the Fed pause. Come on, Fed pause. Let's go, so we can all make money together. Anybody can make money in a bull run, guys. Anybody can make money. You can make mistakes in a bull run and still make some serious gains, okay? But if you make the mistake in the bear market, you will get decimated, as most of you are probably finding out right now. You see the difference? However, you can look at it in a positive way, or you can look at it in a negative way. You bought into a bag of something like ICP and it went down. You could look at that as, oh, I lost money, and be all negative about it, go kick the side of the brick building outside and be pissed off at whoever told you to get it, like me, or maybe somebody, other person, or you just maybe mad at yourself. Or you can say, look, I learned something. Let's move on and get the show on the road, and let's do it. So that's what you do, okay? So here's with Quant. You take a look at the overall picture on Quant, and there it is in my parallel channel. And where did Quant bounce to? Take a look at that, right on that trend right there. That overall trend that Quant has been on since, let's go take a look at this trend all the way back here. Look at that. 2018, a 4-year trend. So Quant's good to go. Could it come back down to touch the trend? Yeah, it's probably getting right around that time to start taking a serious look at Quant. So what is this dump that it did? It dumped 58% if you count the wicks. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Start checking it out. In the meantime, over here with Phantom, what do? You start checking it out. Like, Phantom is not bullish yet. So you're not like dumping like your whole life savings into an asset right here like that. But is Quant bullish? Quant's bullish, guys. It's gone up to a wave run, and it's doing a nice correction. It's just in a correction right now, but it's bullish. Okay. There's a difference between, the overall. So the overall trend with quant, what is that? Is that bullish or is that bearish? Up and to the right. That's bullish. Okay. Now we're in this trend right here. That's bullish too, but it's in a correction. It's like right here. Overall trend for quant, so this is the trend. That's bullish, but that's bearish, but the overall trend is still bullish. Okay. That's bearish, right? But the overall trend is still bullish. That's bullish, right? But now it's bearish, but the overall trend is still bullish. Okay. Phantom has proving to do. So you want to strategize in that respect. Okay. Which one's where are you going to get more X's in Phantom or in Quant? I have no idea. But I would not be surprised to think over the course of the next few months, let's say you are late to the party, $100 on Quant, you're looking at 6, 7X, right? And a potential, no hopium, 2,500% potential, okay? But plan for that. It'd be better to just keep that in the back of your mind. Don't go with that hopium strategy. Hope is not a strategy. Now with Phantom at 21 cents, well, let's take a look at Phantom, right? You got to look at the overall picture on Phantom right here. And previous high in those areas, that's 68 cents. Now you're looking at $1, okay, which probably be an area for its first wave run, 4, 5X. And then correct into a wave 1, or go into a wave 1, correct into a 2, and go into a 3 to get near those $3 highs potentially down the road. So, you could be looking at, it's going to be hard call on that one, guys, between Quant and Phantom. Okay. But Quant could probably be done. It could be finished. Let's say it's finished. You got all this bearish divergence over here and it's done, wherever it may end up. And you get, let's say, an 8X out of it. It's finished. In the meantime, over there, so you have a bag. Let's say as an example, it goes up into a wave 1, corrects back down to a 2, and it's going into a 3, just as an example. So you have your bag, you ride that up, you exit out all of it or portion of it, and then you get back into here. And then over on your strategy, you're working the quant strategy. So every coin in the cryptocurrency is going to be in a different sequence. So you want to strategize that and plan and be planning ahead. Okay, which one is going to be the next move? I just made a video about Dogecoin. Dogecoin, you want to consider it. I know it's a meme token. It's a meme token. You're like, oh my gosh, what is this guy doing, man? He's supposed to be some sort of expert at trading, and this guy's talking about Dogecoin. Who cares? It's a wave. It's a wave, okay? It's the mania. It could go into another mania phase. So Dogecoin went to a correction, and then next it's going to be another mania phase of it going up into another wave. You want to get into that coin before that mania phase starts again, okay? It's going to probably happen with a lot of these coins again, guys. We're in the depression phase. There's a lot of people out there, they're like losing it. They're losing it. What's going on in cryptocurrency? It's all going to zero. Okay. And then that mania phase will come back. You want to get in before that phase, guys. If you think about it with all these assets, there you go. Between Quant, Dogecoin, and Phantom, just those 3 alone, if you have a little bit of patience, strategize, plan a little bit, should be able to make pretty decent money, in my opinion, over the course of the next 12 months or so. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.